explain that. Now let me also say something. This also clarifies and says that this definition of a small company does not include businesses providing professional service. What does this mean? It means that if you are providing professional service, which of course I believe Reality Drinks is part of, you cannot be regarded as a small company. So this definition, you are not part of it. So the next slide. So someone may be asking, I run a small company. Maybe I'm a sole trader. I have a business. It's not registered as a company. Will I pay tax? Now let me explain something. Let me consider. I'll explain you very, very well. You see, if your business is registered as a business name, you're going to pay what we call the personal income tax. It means that the same way salaries are calculated, that is how your business tax will be calculated. Let me take it again. You have a business, maybe you are a fashion designer, you have a business, you registered it as a business name, meaning that on your CAC document, if you look at it, you see BN, business name. How will you pay your tax? You're going to pay tax using the same rate that salary earners use. I'm going to get to that, but just know that as a business name, you are not paying CIT. But if you're registered as a company, meaning that you have CAC certificate and on it is written RC, for such businesses, you're going to pay what we call CIT. But remember where we started. If you make 100 million or below, and your total asset is 250 million or below, zero tax. But you must do what? Fine. And if you don't file, it is 100,000 naira the first month of default. So if you are supposed to file in June, you did not file, or you keep 100,000 aside. July, you did not file, keep another 50,000. That's how they will calculate it for you. 100,000 in the first month, 50,000 subsequently. So now let me ask you a question. Since you know that there's penalty, what's the best thing to do? You go ahead and file. And also the good news, you know, when I started, I said that this tax law is very, very good. In fact, maybe one of the best things that this government is. Please, I'm not a supporter of the president of the government. The law says that as a small business, any 100 million or below with assets 50 or below, you must not get audited financial statements. You can just do a simple statement of account and just upload it. That's about it. Now, another good news is this. You know, if it's my job, when they say good news, they expect you to clap. But don't clap. Another good news is this. It says agricultural businesses are exempt from tax. So, from commencement. No, it's not that you have an agri business that started 1976. No, that's not what we're talking about. If you start any business that is into agriculture, next 5 years, no tax. But you must do what? So the next question. Now we must have heard this everywhere. Run, change your business, change it. That's what has been raining everywhere. So the question is this: should I change my business? I have a business. The business is just making 10 million. Should I change it? I want us to discuss that carefully. I want to say now, strictly from tax perspective. Okay, so there may be other factors you should consider, but strictly on tax, what should you do? Now, that is used for salary earners. Okay. Now, as a business thing, after you have gotten your revenue, let's assume that in a year you made a revenue of 50 million. The law will allow you to deduct your expenses. Now, this expense is not that you got married, you now rented this hall. That's not part of the expenses you are talking about. The expenses you are talking about are expenses that are wholly and exclusively wholly and exclusively incurred in that business. You can deduct it. Okay, deducting all that, you are now left with your profit. Let's say your profit will now be maybe 5 million. That 5 million now that is left is what will be taxed. And out of that 500 million, the first 800,000 is 0%. You see, this government, they are really trying. But for companies, remember we have already said that companies that earn 100 million or below with 250 million naira assets, we said they are exempted from CIT, development levy and capital gains tax, but they must file. The next slide. Now this is the slide that this is the question that has been going around a lot. The money in my bank is not safe. Even when I was sitting down here, that was also one of the questions I saw people discussing online. Money in your bank is not safe. Money in your bank is not safe. I want to let you know that the money in your bank is safe. There is no way where the government can just go into your bank and say you just lie down on the bed and you get alert 5 million. The federal government has taken it as tax. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. What is tax is your income. Income. Your income. That is what is tax. But let me also say something. The Nigerian Tax Act actually mandates banks and other financial institutions to report individuals that receive over 50 million naira a month. Of course, I know all of us fall into that category. That receive over 50 million. And then of course we must pay tax. So any individual that receives over 50 million a month, they should report that for. Okay, so of course those kind of like the government should be looking at. If you are like us that depend on urgent 2K, nobody has your time. So your bank balances are safe. Moving money around, you move money from Zenith Bank to Access Bank and all that. Nobody is interested in that. Your money is safe. The only thing the government is interested in is your income. So please, when people are sending money to your account, it's not the time to send someone 5 million and say see you later. No, it's not the time. When you are sending something, describe it properly. Don't send money and say take care, I will see you by 5 p.m. Just don't write that in your bank anymore. Write it well. Money for the purchase of this. Write it gifts. Because when the tax man comes, you see, recently a friend of mine, his brother has a shop in one of these southern states. The business actually registered as a business name. I know when I started, I said that business name, your relevant tax authority is your state. One day, the guy got a letter from the FIRS. He doesn't have any business with FIRS. The company don't have business with the FIRS. He got a letter from the FIRS. Do you know what happened? They went to his bank account and they discovered that he had over 30 million naira. You know, currently in Nigeria, if a business that make over 25 million naira, it's supposed to be charging tax and remitting to the government. But because of the business name, and he wasn't interested in anything tax, he wasn't charging anything. He was just saying, how much? 5,000 paid. Instead of adding VAT. So they and they sent him. But they even called him up, sent him through WhatsApp, and still sent a delivery guy to meet him. And then you know what he was asked to pay? Over 2 point something. You see, the Bible says, "My people perish because of lack of knowledge." So I want to go back to what I was saying about bank balances. Yes, nobody will tax your bank balance, but you also have to be very careful. I'm not saying withdraw your money. No, I am saying that be sure that you don't mix your business money with your personal account. You know, now we are talking about businesses. Some people are saying, don't worry, I will use my business and my personal account to run my business. They will not know it's business. Let me tell you the truth. There is no how a business account will not know. You know why? Because of the volume of transactions. You know, some of us, after we get our last salary at the end of the month, the next thing we start sending money to the village and all that. By 15th of the month, the money has finished. There are no more transactions in that account. If it's a business account, every day money is coming, money is going out. There is no account where money comes, money goes out. That is not a business account. So that one alone is enough to draw the government attention. So what do I advise? Go and separate your account. Separate your business and your personal account. Keep proper records. I have good memory. It has passed. 2010 to 2025. My brain is bigger. It has passed. Please, go and get good records. Keep good records. It's for your own good. so your bank balances will not be taxed. It's not taxable. Your friend's daughter is getting married and they are sending the money into your account. Don't panic. It's not taxable. The only thing is this, as they are sending it, let them describe it properly. Nobody should send it and write for purchases. You're already in trouble. The next thing is tax ID. These are rounding tax ID. This is the next thing that's the next issue that has been going around, tax ID. But you know the interesting thing, this tax ID is not even now that it's actually started. In the Finance Act of 2019, that was the first place that this tax ID was actually mentioned. That was the first time it was mentioned that before you can operate your bank account, you must have your TIN. It's 2019. But you know what? It's in this 2025 that the news is going around. You know what? Even people say discussion brings what? Discussion. It is from the process of bringing this out so that people now are started discussing this. But this thing has been going on since 2019. So my question is this. If it has been there since 2019 and your account is safe, is it not 2025 that something will happen to your account? So please take a deep breath and now what the government is to do is this. If you notice carefully, there is a tax ID. The government is actually trying to do that. They are trying to be the tax identification numbers. You know, I used to live in Abuja. When I was in Abuja, I had a team tax identification number. I came to Port Harcourt another one. If I go to go around the 36 states, I'll have 36 tax identification numbers. What we are going to do is this. We are going to do it so that it's just going to be one number. And what they are working towards now is they are trying to NIN can actually become your tax ID. And for companies, your RC number can become your tax ID. So there's no need to panic. There's no need to cure. In fact, the chairman of the committee said there's no need to panic, no need to cure. If you have your TIN, your tax identification number, relax. It's okay. And you know, they are trying to unify all these so that you can just have one. You know, this why I'm so interested in this. I was talking to my friend on Thursday, and then she was already panicking. I got an email from First Bank. They are talking about tax ID. She was so worried, and I said, okay, and said, guess what? It was not even talking about tax ID. They were talking about treasury bills, government bonds. But because there is so much panic in the air, you know, the Bible says if your strength fail in the door, but today your strength is what? Small. Then your strength is what? Small. So she was already panic. You know, it's tax ID. No, there's no need to worry, no need to fear. This tax code is actually very good. And for those that earn 20 million or below, you actually notice that your tax will reduce from next year. But I know there's nobody here earning that. All of you are high net worth individuals. So those of you that are high net worth individuals, you are the ones that will see an increment in your tax. So what are the reliefs you can claim as an individual as rounded? You know, I said by saying that this tax law is very, let us open up our heart and we'll see the benefits. Relief that you can claim as an individual. One, rent relief. Rent relief. Please let me say, if you have built your house and you are living inside, you are not part of this rent relief I want to talk about. You know why? Because we are in rich now. You are rich. And if you are rich, you don't need rent relief. The rent relief is 20% of your actual rent paid. 20%. I know someone here that is earning 20 million might be saying, thank God, my rent relief will be 4 million. No. The law says it is maximum of 500,000. So if you live in a house of 10 million, 2 million, 500,000 is your rent relief. But if you are like some of us that live in Bacha that you pay 50,000 a month, your rent relief is 10,000 naira a year. So rent relief is 20% of actual rent paid, subject to you providing evidence of the rent paid. Subject to you providing evidence. Don't walk up to HR and say, HR, I cannot lie for you. My rent is 6 million. No, you must provide evidence. So please let's not forget that rent relief is 20% of actual rent paid, and then it is not taxable. Maximum to how much? 500,000. The rest is gift taxable. Then also talking about those that build their house, it's interest on loan. You borrow money to build your house. The interest on that loan, you can claim it as a relief. If you borrow money to build your house, this is not the time to hide it. Walk up to your accountant, to the HR, tell them so that you can claim it as relief. No shame. Sorry, let me just permit me. You know, our pastor said something. He said, there is nothing to be ashamed of. It's something that is gainful. You understand? You have said if you leave your own house, no relief. But if you want money to build it, you have what? Relief. So if you want to claim your relief, come out with your evidence. Then also we have statutory deductions, your income, your you collect anything more than 50. So let's quickly go. Relief available to businesses. I've already been mentioning some of them. We say companies that earn up 1 million and all that. Then also you are totally free. It's totally free. And all that. So there's a lot of relief that take advantage of. So quickly as I try to round up, the next thing is the payee threshold. The payee threshold. So talking about the payee threshold, that is how is the payee calculated. Payee is a tax that salary earners pay. And also this is the same rate that is used for businesses that are not companies. Same rate that is used for them. A salary earner, you earn 5 million naira a month. I know that all of us here earn. You earn 5 million naira a month. After removing your deductions and everything, the next thing that will happen is this. The government says the first 800,000 naira is free. The first 800,000, like the whole 800,000, take it. Don't pay any. It's not that. Please, that's a whole lot of money. That's a whole lot of money. 800,000 naira is free. Like I said earlier, for those earning 20 million or below in a year, they will experience tax rate. 20 million or below this month, you see that your tax rate will reduce. But for those earning above, your tax rate increase. So capital gains tax exemption. What is capital gains? Capital gain is gain you make when you sell your asset. For instance, you bought land 10 million. Now 2025, you want to sell the land 2 million. You have made gain. You're supposed to pay tax to the government. I know that there's nobody here that has paid that tax. We sell land, we sell houses, we sell cars, and we go scot-free. It is wrong, and it is, I don't say it's a sin, but that is what it is anyway. Because the Bible said they came and met Jesus and told him to pay tax. And what did Jesus say? Give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. So capital gains is a gain that you make when you sell your asset. And now the law is now saying if you sell the house you live in, no take it, no capital gains tax. You sell your car, up to 2 cars in a year, no tax. So if 1 car in that year, you have to pay capital gains tax. Then also you have invested in shares and now you're selling the shares. You want to sell shares up to 150 million or below, and your gain is 10 million or below. No capital gains tax. And then you want to sell your personal effects, 5 million naira, no capital gains.
You know why we are saying all these things? Somebody is saying all these things does not concern me. The government does not know where I am. They don't know whether I exist or not. I want to let you know that the government currently they have information. They are sharing agreement with over 100 countries. Some of us here are influencers. We make money on TikTok. We make money on Facebook. And all these years we have never paid a dime. From next year, the government they actually with the information sharing agreement that they have, they're going to be so surprised how you get letter one day. You know, there's this influencer, I think his name is Fela also. One day he was crying online. He got a letter from the government that he was to pay. I can't remember the amount, but it was huge. Today again, I saw some influencers online on Twitter saying that they made over 70 million online. So all these ones, they'll be getting letter very soon from the government. So offenses, you fail to register for tax. You have a business. You have been doing that business for 15 years, and you have been making millions. Nobody knows you. Very soon, the government is coming, and when they come, the first they started that business, you start paying 50,000, they will cap and 25,000 for each subsequent month. You have a business, you have failed to file your returns. You are shouting, I'm making 100 million, I'm making less than 100 million. Joy Okafor said no tax. The government is saying that if you refuse to file 100,000 in the first month, 50,000 naira each subsequent month. You have a business, you have refused to keep everything is inside your head. Don't worry. Government is saying 50,000 naira for companies and 10,000 for others. So if you look at the screen, you will see different penalties and different offences and penalty. The government issues you a letter, if you refuse to attend, there's a penalty for that. Or they come to meet you and you bribe them, there's a penalty for that. In conclusion, I want to let us know that the Nigerian Tax Act is actually very good, and that some of us are going to experience a reduced tax, especially for low-income earners. The aim of this tax is not to impoverish anyone, but the aim is to tax our high net worth like yourself. And I hope and pray that we comply with the tax act. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Marika. Please stand. Thank you so much for that session. Very impactful, I guess. You know, when she said somebody was looking at you, what kind of eye? I was looking out for somebody who would be safe. But I think she had a safe landing here. But I from two persons. Something like that. Sorry? Yeah, you can actually see her outside so that we can do other things. So for now, let's just take 2 questions while she responds to them. So please, let's hand the microphone. Whatever you want to do, maybe an observation or something you want clarity about, you can say it at this point. So please help me hand one microphone to him so that he can make his observations or possibly ask questions. Any other person in the audience that wants to say something? Okay, one more. Okay, the man and the woman. Wow. 3. Okay, let's take it.
Thanks for the wonderful thing. As an accountant, but we as lawyers, we have different perspectives toward this, especially when it comes to the Nigerian debt. You know, the law says if you are 100 million, you are not going to pay tax, right? But you might be doing something somewhere, and that's why I do deduction, yes, withholding tax. Thank you. By the time they give you withholding tax, by withholding tax, by the end of the year, they have 25 million out of your withholding tax. Ordinarily, the system that works, because I know what I'm saying, all you need to do is to go back when you find that the one I was abroad after, when you find the next time, it's also all to create that the ones who do this is that's great. It's not coming. They will even tell you push it for So what I'm saying is, let us not too much. You know, you are advocating for this tax, but I also want to tell you that we have seen it in different forms.
Okay.
So the revision, why you now there is something you said about the contributions into an account. Now look at section 4H. Section 4H of the new of NTA. Among taxable incomes, it said prices, wages, honoraria, grants, awards, laurels. Now I'm looking at a division of grants. It's like and even though they didn't do the work, but grant is such a broad word. Now, if they contribute money to your account, I have been inside one, they contribute of 50 million naira. The person don't have the account. I can tell you for sure next year, the tax authorities, you know what is the implication of incomes. They will put it up that amount and say, this one pass to your account. Yeah. And so we are charging you 25, 30, whatever percent of it. You'll be struggling with that. What I'm saying is that you don't make it as if it's not going to close the water. So let's.
Okay, thank you very much.
Now there's a very odd one that bothers me. A young boy suffers for like his master, and the master gives him 50 million naira. Of course, they're going to give you money after that in the answer. It's going to transfer account. By next year, after that, we put income over you earn 50 million naira. But meanwhile, somewhere along the line, they find startups differently, as if startup was technology. This small boy is not a startup that you should just ask cash flow. No, what we're talking now. He's started up. He's started up, and in 2 years' time, he will work. So you want to give, you wrongly define startup to be into starting technology. So this is what is on you as a tax. Finally. No, this is the final thing. Please, in all you did, you just advance us to pay tax, right? You didn't advance us to the most important thing I consider. That is, if you can plan your tax, you call it tax planning. Because if you can plan your tax in such a way that you pay minimum tax, it is good. Why? Because when people have this money to our government, they will buy more flowers. They will be houses abroad. Their children will go to better school. So I had expected, don't well, I had expected because of your opinion. But I worried that you didn't give us anything about tax planning. Because tax planning and tax avoidance must exist for people to survive. It's a way to survive. Because if you don't have tax, you will end up.
Thank you very much. I'm actually forgot some of the questions, but let me start with startup. You see, there's a startup Act 2020 that defines a startup. So one boy that was selling clothes and has been settled is not regarded as a startup. So it doesn't meet the criteria of a startup. I'm only saying what the law says. Okay, then if the next question you mentioned about withholding tax. The new tax law says that businesses that earn 100 million or below are exempted from withholding tax. So if you're doing business with a small company, you're not supposed to deduct their withholding, and a small company is not supposed to also deduct withholding. So this issue of withholding credit should not apply to small companies. And also recently, with the advent of the tax programs, it's actually very easy. Once you buy your taxes and you're supposed to pay 5 million, if you already have money in your account, it will only say, do you want to offset it? You just click yes and it disappears. So this issue must have been before the tax program started. Now it's actually very serious. Now talking about tax planning, for you to plan your tax, the major way is to actually take advantage of the reliefs that are available to you, and also description. You know, sometimes when we do our tax work, you see businesses writing entertainment, and some of these communicators, they are not allowed by the tax laws. Okay, so basically it's you taking advantage of the reliefs that are available, but for the withholding tax, it does not affect small business based on the withholding tax.
Thank you very much, Joy. I think let me go. Then you can see off stage, please. And it's very, very brief. So please hand the microphone to the lady behind, please.
You talked about business company. Like now,
The first question we are asking was about company itself. Did I get that? The company itself. Okay, now you're talking about tax planning for reality trades. Now, one of the things that companies actually, some of the mistakes they make one, let me start with withholding tax. You see, these are the expense that I've seen where companies get into trouble. You buy goods, you don't deduct withholding, or they deduct withholding from you, and you don't follow up to ensure that that withholding actually reflects. It actually reflects on the tax program or your tax portal so that you can take advantage of it. And what is when that withholding has been deducted and you don't take advantage of it, or whoever has deducted does not pay it and you receive your credit, you end up paying double. Instead of, like he said, instead of that withholding credit being used to reduce your tax payment, you end up paying the withholding. Then another thing that companies should avoid also is late filing, because that one obviously once the way the system is structured is once is last day you're supposed to buy, the system starts counting against you. So I'm sure to taking advantage of your withholding tax and also being compliant. Being compliant is the major way you can actually plan your tax. Then also taking advantage of the reliefs that are available. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much. My question is very sensitive. I think it's not wise to actually answer that question here. Because we understand how Nigeria functions. For every policy government introduces, there's always a window to maintain the Nigerian mentality. So I think we are going to invite you to maybe one of our meetings at the level of reality trade, so that you can give us strategies to know how to deal with this tunable government, because they're actually taking our money and they're not doing anything. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yes, please. I think we'll see her off stage so that we will. Round of applause again for John. Thank you so much for that engaging session. It was really impactful. Just like Honorable has said, that she will be invited to the company to still give them some time.
Just to add to what James said. Some of them, I will direct that she will work with our account department, clean up our accounts.
Yes, it's a round of applause for that.
I think it's more practical with us working.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Engineer. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, some of us are already eating while some are seated quietly, and it feels like it's the ones that are eating that are talking more. So please, we still have one more session to go. At this point, thank you so much again, John Kafo, for that session. We'll take a minute now, please, as we are rounding up this interesting seminar, annual seminar 2025. May I call up, please can we minimize the noise so that you can hear me? Or should I give us 2 minutes to just talk? Somebody said no. Okay, thank you so much. So please, let's minimize the noise so that we can still enjoy the last session for today. While those that are eating, please do your eating quietly. Thank you so much. All right, please, at this point, permit me to welcome Rotarian Gloria Anuri of their Esquire. So please come onto the stage. If you're not eating, please in the back. Yes, please, this way, please. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks for coming. Let me just take a brief about Dr. Gloria Anuri of their Esquire. Her profile is such that it will take me the whole day to keep talking about. But let me just say a brief about her. She is a Nigerian, she is a team lead, alternative dispute resolution ADR expert at the mediation place, a private River State multi-door courthouse accredited ADR center in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. You can start this up. She was called to Dubai in the year 2004, and she is a seasoned legal practitioner, notary public, negotiator, a neutral evaluator. She's a mediator. Are you clapping for her? Arbitrator and conciliator. She is also members chartered. She is a fellow of the prestigious Institute of Chartered Mediators and Conciliators, ICMC, Federal High Court Nigeria, appointed neutral facilitator, River State Multi-Door Courthouse, appointed neutral facilitator. She is also a certified trainer and faculty member ICMC. The PRO IMC Port Harcourt, Nigeria, past publicity secretary and editor-in-chief of the Values, a month journal of the Nigerian Bar Association of Port Harcourt. She's also a coordinator of African Women Leaders Association, AWLA, River State Branch. Was the secretary Immigration Committee, NBA Port Harcourt Branch, secretary NBA SLP AR Committee. And she has been recognized amongst 100 African female lawyers around the world of Africa in the 2025 Courtroom Male Series. She is the conference speaker and a compare extraordinary. She's also an ambassador for peace. She's a patron ADR Society, Faculty of Law, University of Port Harcourt, River State, Nigeria. She's also a patron of the Boys Brigade, Nigeria. And then she is the first female president, Rotary Club of Port Harcourt West, District 9141. Ladies and gentlemen, help me, Rotary Gloria and welcome now as she takes us on this topic, reward for excellence. A round of applause for her.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Let me say thank you to Engineer Pastor and his team for putting up this training at the end of the year and finding me worthy to be part of it. I don't take it for granted. It's good to be here. I know that we are tired. We've been talking, have we? So I'll try as much as possible that mine is minimized. Talking about reward for excellence, we cannot talk excellence without being whole. Excellence is holistic, personal, workspace, and all of that. We've been sitting, Abi, so let us stand, let's stretch. Let's start with it. Let's show excellence in our well-being. So stand up, we've all been sitting. Don't ask questions. Sorry, you are eating. Let's stretch. So stretching. Are we ready? Are we ready to stretch? So let us stretch spelling coconuts. Are we ready? Are we ready? Look, I started already. So let's go. C. O. C. O. N. Q. And T. So, I've already promised yes, he was like this. The session, as I already promised, is going to be very short. I'll be speaking to us. I would try as much as possible to see that it's interactive, not as we're eating. And then I will check in the narrative of what you want to hear. Because I'm sure if I pass the mic around and say reward for excellence. Hello? Pay attention. I'll be very brief. But if you don't pay attention, I'll stand here and won't end. Alright, so I would like to change the narrative a bit. That's what I want to do this evening. You know, when you already talked about rewarding excellence. If you look at the event program, at some point there will be awards. I want to believe that that's already been planned for. So that's why I said I want to change the narrative. So let me do something quickly so that I drive home what I want to say. This is the lens cleaner from my glasses. Can you see it?
Yeah.
So let me have I'm saying 3 or 4 persons who work with reality dreams come up here. I work with reality dreams. I work with reality dreams. 3 or 4 persons. Thank you, sir. At least another meal. Without a feeding meal. Yes, thank you. You know me, I'm high on gender parity. Forgive me. All right. No, face me. You will turn back eventually. Just face me. So you see this lens cleaner. This lens cleaner. I'm going to put it somewhere. You have a minute to find where to put it. Auntie, I come home. You get difficult task? So just stay there. Be watching them, don't let them look back. Are they looking back? Are they looking back? You have 1 minute. Find the lesson and give it to me. 1 minute, your time begins now. Who's helping me time them? Who's helping me time them? Okay, help me time them. 1 minute. No, somebody say something to you. Just go back to the crowd. Go to the crowd and go to the crowd. No, go to the crowd. Look for it. Go to the crowd and look for it. Have you seen it? Is there 1 minute up? You didn't still have time. Okay, your time is up. Your time is up. But you come back. Put your hands together for them. Did they make effort? Yes. Did they make effort? Yes. Did they excel at their effort? No. Why? Will you find it? That's because let's inside with me. Put your hands together for them. Please sit down. Alright, so this is the impact of what we have done. If you have clarity, I say I'm leaving it on this table. It will be with someone wearing a red. You have some time. You will get to that table if you take through that turn. It would have been easy. Am I correct? Or at least it would have been easier. So without clarity, you can't excel. It doesn't matter the efforts. If you don't understand the task, you can't excel. And we're not talking about reward if you don't excel. The topic is reward for excellence. So first off, you should excel. You should be excellent. You should do it and do it well. It's a premium Pro Max here. It should be premium Pro Max top-notch excellence, like delivery on the spot. So everything we said for the first and the second, if you don't have clarity, if you don't have understanding, you're not efficient at it, you're not effective, then you cannot excel. Alright, the slides are there. I'll just get mine and quickly run with it. So as I said, we want excellence. I'm looking the first beneficiary mindset. I want to change their minds. Really? I'm going to start with a quote. The quote says, the reward for a thing well done is to have it done. Ralph Waldo Emerson. The reward for a thing is to have it done. So do it. In the place of service, you're the first beneficiary. I say I'm changing the narrative. So, anytime you talk about reward, what people expect is what will be given to me, what I would receive for doing well. Am I correct? I want to change the narrative this evening. It is what will I benefit from doing it, not giving me. I'm the first beneficiary. I won't talk long, I'll share my story. You are the first beneficiary for everything that you give yourself to doing. If I'm given a task to do and I do it diligently, you find that I'm first benefit. I will be the first beneficiary. Okay, let me bring it down. Let me take my lawyer practice for example. I worked with my boss for 10 years. And when I was supposed to leave, he said to me, put someone where you are going to. Because circumstances too big to go into it. And he says, put someone there. I will pay the lawyer so that you will remain. Why? Because when I was working as a young lawyer, I remember the days when I would be in court and you will hear call the chief. Where did you send this small girl now? From small girl, a time came when it will be chief. We just say, let's say hello to you. We want to see our lawyer. What happened? Consistency, diligence. And you called me small. You didn't make me remain small. In fact, the fact that you said, why did you send this small girl? I want to show you that I can do this matter. And not so. When you are given tasks in your office, in that small, do you do with it? If you work like you're working for yourself, or you're working for Junior Pascal or GM or reality dreams, the narrative is changing. Work like you're working for yourself. In the course of doing that, you are the first beneficiary. I'm not without single my partners today. Everything that I did, everything that I learned, everything I gave out, I've carried it on. When you give here, what I say here, reality dreams, is what will follow you. What you give is what you will get. If I don't want to be old and you don't want to become better, it's not true. It's who you are. That's why I want to change the narrative. Let's change our mindset as we got into 2026. You are working for yourself. Say it to yourself, I'm working for myself. If you have that mindset, it will help you put your very best. I say to myself, from the beginning, as you want to walk in, imagine that you are a client walking into this office. What reception will you want to get? From the environment, what do you want to see? Everything you want to see, do it. Don't wait till I come and push you to do it. And I will say the same thing to all of you. If you are the owner of reality dreams, what do you want your clients to see? How would you want them? We're talking about waste. You know, sometimes it's easier to waste what you provide. When you know that I will meet here, I will go and meet the head, and they will give me whatever it is. And I'm mistake now. Am I correct? If it is you providing it, there is every likelihood that you will be more careful. You will do better with the weight, true or false. So please, I want us to change our mindset. It is you working for you. You cannot give what you don't have. Eventually, you will see that. Okay? Benefits of excellence in delivery. I already said so. It's not an occasional act. It's a habit. It goes beyond simply doing the job. Precision. Pay attention to small details. Don't take anything for granted. Don't take anything for granted. Anything you're doing is worth doing well. I say everywhere I find myself. In church, in MBA, mediation place, anywhere, I'm doing a talk. You know it's possible that you can come into this place and everything is okay. But then, man would see that this thing is not properly home. Just one person. My belief is that because you saw it, you should bring about the change. So you shouldn't wait till GM comes to say, this thing is not properly home. Attention to little things. You see the little things you take for granted, and the things that will come back to haunt you. And so when you have finished the big one, that small one that you didn't take care of will be that thing that will set you back. So don't take anything for granted. If it's an eye, dot it. If it's the T, cross it. Please just pay attention to details. Okay. I already have that. What others ignore, don't ignore. Speed. Delivering quality results, efficiently, respecting time as a resource. Time waits for nobody. We know that. Procrastination is a thief of time. Most times we procrastinate, or we get to that place where we feel that I don't do this thing since complacency sets in. Or in this date, an age that AI is our quickest option. So you're giving something and you just put it in there. I said in the talk I had yesterday, I said to 2007 concept, when you finish using AI, I go to court and do the argument and the answer was no. So when you feel that I don't have story, once I just input it, it is not going to be the same thing. We've talked about technology, but only a vehicle will help you deliver, not taking away the fact that you have a role to play. You must play your role and play it with time. Then finally on that slide we have ownership. Treating it as a reflection of your personal signature. When you're given a task, when you're delivering, anybody who comes in, say GM is not there, but GM can come in and say, no, it's what's your name, engineer Chisom. I say, I know that it's Chisom that did this work. Why? It could be with measurements, it could be with drawing, it could be with anything. You need your signature. I hope they call me a perfectionist. As minded as keep this thing like this, it's a thing for me. What are you known for in that workspace? So that if you want to leave today, we will miss you for. Do you pay attention to those? What is it? I know it's only person that will have done this thing. If you want to get this task done and get it well, whose name will they mention? Is it your name? Can we trust you with the task? You should be answering that question. So please, ownership, treat every task as a reflection of your personal signature. Then the entrepreneur mindset. I already talked about it. Work as though you're working for yourself. And entrepreneur is someone who acts like an entrepreneur with vision. They don't wait for instructions. They anticipate needs. The golden question. I already said it. If it were my company and this client was paying me directly, will I accept the quality of work? Ask yourself that question all the time. Sometimes you just treat it with kid low or just anyhow. You don't consign me, end of the month, they will pay me salary. It shouldn't be so. It would have been you. You want, start with yourself. Learn on it, you improve yourself. Whatever that you are giving, if you do it well, trust me, you will be better off. You will be glad that you did it. That's because a lot of times, church, aula, you give somebody a task, do this thing. I never thought the boy child. I mentally decided that all my work to celebrate the boy child. The person I gave the task said, no, I can't do it. I said, no, you can do it. There's nothing. She said, no. Sometimes, GM, you have people like that in your space. And the first time you give a task, they say, no, I can't do it. Don't stop at it. There is nothing that you cannot do. It's actually a mindset thing. Those people that you applaud, some people, they will applaud you in the open. They will come back to complain. Why is it only the set of people that they are giving work to do? If they still give you that work, you will not do it. You will come back to complain. Why still need this person that should be doing this work? The first is resistance. I can't do this thing. You don't believe in yourself that you can do it. As we speak to you today, the same lady who said, I can't do it, I've been going around to schools to do campaigns. We have a publication on the right of the child just because they agreed to do that work. But the first response was, I can't do it. Sometimes it's genuine. All of us here, we have our fears. I have mine. This reaction might be, I'm not sure I feel drama, but I want to speak to you this evening to say, you can actually do it. It's your mind. As the explainer would say, it's a battlefield of the mind. If you win there, you have won. So start with winning your mind. There is nothing that you cannot achieve once you put your mind to it. So it's a mindset thing. And the truth is that you can actually win. You can actually do it. And when you do it, you will see that this sense of fulfillment that comes with I deliver. True or false? So don't bring yourself to that point where you feel you can't do it. You can actually do it. And then when you do it, you would have learned. The next time they give you that task, you will do better. You can only get better. All right. So, we've done this job. The first reward is yours. I already spoke to that. It's of two mindsets. So you have employee mindset, which is you do exactly as you are asked and nothing more. Then said something about having an open door system. When someone sees something, you're able to come to their person and say, I don't think we will use this measure to work. We would have access or will run at a loss. There are some persons that even if you give that open door policy, they will not utilize it because without them stand and stand, sit to sit. Why? At the end of the month, you pay their salary. They don't want to go out of their way to do anything extra. It's not my business. Not with my papa business. I won't ask you to raise your hand, don't worry. Alright, so don't do just that you're asked to do. That's the employee mindset. Wait for instruction, focus on the paycheck. See challenges at extra work. But this is extra now. My time has passed. This is what I should be doing. You're not thinking about the company, you're thinking about yourself. Then practical steps to excellence. We have attention to details. Quality is often found in things others overlook. Double check your work. Ensure the final output is an error-free. Speed of execution. Deliver within time. The last. When you consistently deliver excellence, you trigger a positive effect. Reputation. You become a good person. I already said so. If you want this thing done, go and meet here. If you want this thing done, go and meet so. If you want this thing done, well, you become the go-to person. That's because you are self-apart with excellence. Your delivery is top-notch. And so for people who don't want anything to fail, will remember you. That's the ripple effect of excellence, reputation, opportunity. When the training now comes, you know, the person that said, you mustn't send anybody to worry, you must not send them to obey. Now, opportunity has come for training. Who do you think management will remember first? Who do you think management will remember first? Thank you. So, when opportunity comes, those are the persons that they will remember. Legacy. You need a lot of quality and everything that you talk. Excellence allows you to climb ladders you didn't even know were there. So, before I say my thank you, I want to leave us with a story. We all have our dreams and aspirations. For every event, I've always come there. Speaking opportunities, things that I look forward to. In the last 6 months, I've traveled, I've talked. Yesterday, someone said to me, this thing that is happening now, there are times you pray for it, Abi. I said yes. It didn't happen when I wanted them to happen. But I didn't give up on believing they were going to happen. I was consistent. I was there. I kept at hard work. And then now I'm picking and choosing. I want to encourage us in everything that you do, be consistent, be focused, be intentional. Let excellence be your watchword. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Wonderful session. Is a round of applause again for Maria. Yes, please. You know, please just keep clapping for her. You know, I see you like pouring out your heart in your area of excellence, and that is what she just revealed out to us. Thank you very much again, Rotary Maria, for the session. You know, I can say
On behalf of the entire staff and management of Reality Driven Global Development Limited, I want to see this opportunity to present the award for the best performing storekeeper of Reality Driven Development for the year 2025. And if your name is not mentioned today, don't see that you're not doing your best, but see it as an opportunity to do more, and you will be recognized very soon. On this note, I will be mentioning the name, and I hope he's here to pick his award. The best performing storekeeper for the year 2025 is one person that Coleman. Is he here? Somebody should come and pick this award on his behalf. Asanta, is she here? Please come and pick this award, please. I know you are very close to Coleman. If you are not taking an award, don't worry, 2026, you might take one award. Asanta, please come up, please. Let's make it quick. Here she comes. Here she comes. You're supposed to take a photo.
On behalf of the management and staff of Restream, we present this award to Coleman and be accepted by.
With a little bit of scare. The next award is the best performing project manager. Please can we film it and see who is this person. On behalf of the manager and staff of Reality Driven Global Development, the award for the best performing project goes to no other person than Comrade Declan Chuma Nadi. Is he here? Okay, somebody should come. Oh, it's very good to pick the award for him. Congratulations.
On behalf of Reality staff and management, present to you this award representing your sacrifices and steadfastness in our progress.
Thank you. The next award goes to the best performing engineer for Reality Driven Global Development Limited. And I'm really surprised this award is being given to no other person than Engineer Gerald Mabube. Is everybody here to pick this award on his behalf? Is anyone here to pick the award on his behalf? Engineer Chooks, I think it's your colleague. You should come and pick the award on his behalf. What is here, please? I think it's important we actually read through these awards so that we can actually pass the right message and give room for those who are not able to pick an award today to do more so that they will be acknowledged. In recognition of your outstanding dedication, selflessness, service, and immense contributions to the success and the development of Reality Driven Global Development, we present this award to you. There is a very big surprise to that award, and there is a cash sum to some of these awards. So please, I hope that the rest of the awards here should be for you, so that you get that cash benefit that I'm saying. They are indoors. Okay, the next award will be presented by the managing director himself. So I'm going to pass the mic to him. Please, I actually need your attention here. This award was generated from a survey and an election, like a solution from each and every site we run all over the country. This award goes to the best supplier of the year. It was not meant to make other suppliers not feel the impact they have contributed. It is meant to encourage all. Every member of Reality Dream voted. It's not a situation of go to court. Every member of the Reality Dream voted for the best supplier of the year. The best supplier of the year award goes to, in recognition of his outstanding dedication, selfless service, and his inclusion to the success and development of Reality Dream. The award goes to no other person than Ifeanyi Frank Okeke. He's a loyal son. Congratulations to you, my brother. The next award, I think I'm also going to leave it to the MP to do the needful to present. Well, this goes to all our lecturers that have come here today. You will agree with me that everybody that has given us lecture today has left a lot in our minds. Very impactful, like someone. Yes. Very impactful. Yes, I agree. So this award goes to my brother, a fellow Rotarian, a very substantial person. You can see the way he has been about his lecture. Engineer Mudaga Yoni. Please, a standing ovation for him while he comes. I see the president of the NG coming. Wow, it's such a delight. Thank you. The next award, in appreciation of your esteemed contribution to the success of our 2025 annual seminar, we, the management and staff of Reality Dream Global Development Limited, we want to honor you, Gloria Anorim Odia Esquire, for this wonderful heartfelt appreciation award. Please, if you're here, come and get the award for a wonderful lecture. I don't know if they have something to say, but let's pass the mic to him. You know, this lady you see here, I'm known her for like 4 years, right? But somehow we only talk during Christmas season. This is a president, a very quality material as a human being. You to do better than you think you can do as a person. We present this award from the bottom of our hearts. The next award also goes to a very unique individual. You know, it's always good to see women flourish in every walks of life. Some will say they have sensitivity to gender balance.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Congratulations. Have your seat, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, the next award goes to Mrs. Troy Okafo in appreciation of your esteemed contribution to the success the 2025 annual Reality Media Development. We want to say a very big thank you for your immense knowledge that you bring to dissect here. I will look forward to having you in our private session where you will give all the strategies to enhance our idea, our decision on how we take the issue of tax in the year 2026 in order not to be a victim of tax avoidance or tax evasion. Thank you very much. We hope you honor our invitation. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you, man. Thank you for dissecting those stories about tax. I'm sure so many people we don't stand above your head. What we want to do is to let people learn from one of the things that we have in society. Just like we said, going forth, working with us. Thank you, bro.
So I think at this point we're almost running off this. I thank everyone for making ourselves available. And while some of us are still eating, please not add any meal. Just wait. If you've not had any meal, okay. Oh, media is here. Okay, don't worry. This is special. Thank you so much. So at this point, take an interlude while we wait for our GM our MD to give us the vote of thanks. So give us soft music while we round up our food for those that are eating, and then Engineer Pascal will come up at the great vote of thanks.
Can I have your attention, please? Okay, I'm directed to have a book of cards. Or usually, every year we do this, to say, God Almighty for giving us a life. Two, members of the humanity management, especially the committee who me aside this time around, and say we give this everything because we have all the wonderful job. I also I want to thank every member of our audience that have come around here today to listen. The idea of this our brand is not just to come and listen, it's also to listen and implement. For us, all our topics are one out of issues that have transpired throughout the year to brighten and make it better the next year. We also employ our audience to practice things like this in their various businesses. Thank you very much. As we look forward to 2026, I want to wish everybody Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you, Engineer Pascal. We also wish you Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you, everyone, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It's been a nice time with you since 2 p.m. that we commenced up to now, that is about 5 o'clock p.m. So please permit me at this juncture to welcome Mr. Chukwemeka Nadi to come and take the closing prayer. While he's making his way to the podium,
follow us all the days of our life to the Lord forever and ever. Amen. This is the religion of preaching. You have just been prayed for by a priest. You should be giving thanks to Almighty God. So you get here. No. I own the floor now. I see only one of them talking about. Do like that. They say the person that doesn't wear clothes cannot stand in this pocket. Are you aware? Let me tell you one short story. Once upon a time, let me tell you one short story before you go. As you are trying to listen to me, I'm trying to pick the children that they asked me, and that is why I want to give this guy the mic so I can go back and sit down.